Welcome back to Inside Kart. Alex Zanardi recently celebrated his second consecutive championship, and in 1996 it was Jimmy Vasser. The man behind these three-banner seasons is Chip Ganassi, and he's the focus of this week's Owner Profile.
In this week's Owner Profile, we're here with Chip Ganassi. Chip, let's cut to it. 3 championships in a row. You have to be excited.
Well, I mean, how can you can't put into words the feeling, you know, we started in, in 96, and, people look at 96 and they say, gee, that was your first championship year, but that championship in 96 really began much before 1996. It began in, I want to say, in about 94. We started to validate our philosophy, I guess, of how we race, and I'd like to think that happened around 1994 sometime. And it was just a matter of getting the right guys in the car, pushing the buttons, and we were fortunate in '96 to win the championship with Jimmy. Alex finished third that year. Then in '97, of course, they flip-flopped, and first and third, only it was Zanardi first and Vasser third in '97. And here we are now in Houston, and we're 1-2 in the championship now, and we got to keep Vasser. I mean, the focus of the team right now is to finish 1-2 this year again.
Ganassi Racing has been so dominant over the past 3 years. Something that's really unique that most fans may not know, Jimmy's championship run, he finished every race. And now you guys have just continued that dominance. How has your whole organization come together like this?
Well, one of the first things you learn in this business when you're an amateur racer, really, when you begin racing, it's a very elementary point, and you have to finish first in order to, you have to first finish in order to finish first. And we take that to heart. I mean, there are a lot of basic things that I think our team does right. And we've stayed on that philosophy over the years, doing the obvious things right, do the basic things right. If you do that, you'll go pretty far in the series.
Alex Zanardi, 2-time champion, he's now going to leave the team. Although you still have Jimmy Vasser coming in, target Chip Ganassi Racing is still pretty solid for the next year. How do you see your next 3 years since Jimmy is locked in for the next 3?
I see the momentum with the team, really. I honestly do. We have great sponsors. We have great suppliers, we have great partners, and we're on target to stay right where we are.
The exciting thing about your championship, you did become the second team to ever clinch a PPG Cup championship 3 times. How can you assess your success with Marlboro Team Penske?
I'd like to think that this team is not there yet. I mean, we're not there yet. We haven't realized our full potential yet. I mean, we're going to have an opportunity. I guess we're the only team that can win it 4 times in a row for the next 4 years. So we're going to put a lot of effort into that, and because we're not happy with a 3-peat right now. We want a 4-peat.
Something that's unique that I've personally viewed, you're in the team, but you don't seem as hands-on. Has that helped out with your philosophy as the race team? Let those individuals do their thing, or how have you really been able to create that environment, that synergy as far as this team is concerned?
I think it's just a matter of getting the right people in the right positions, and then giving them the tools they need to work with. I don't profess to be a race engineer. I can't tell you what gear ratios are in the car, or what spring rates, or the angle of the front and the rear wings. I mean, on the other hand, I'd like to think I have good people in that position, and I let them do their job. If they don't do their job, then I get involved. I mean, it's the same thing whether it's with the team management. It's the same with the accounting department. I mean, I keep a little closer eye on the money, I guess, than I have in the past.
You have become very diverse. You've just added another element. You were a driver, you're now a car owner, now you're a track promoter. How did you get into that mode of racing as far as becoming a track owner, and what can we expect from Chicago?
Having a track more connects with where this business is headed, and where I'm headed, really. I think, I'm already at the Champ Car races now, so it made more sense to do something that was involved, connected to Champ Car racing, maybe on the edge, as opposed to doing a NASCAR where you're in a completely different environment. It's in the same environment. I think I can do a good job. I have great partners in Chicago and the Bidwell family, and we look for Chicago Motor Speedway to be one of the premier events on the kart circuit for years to come.